How would you reflect on the 2016 season?
With disappointment, obviously, with where we finished. Reflecting back on it, I knew it was going to be a tough job. But I feel the whole process last year for me was a learning curve, from dealing with the rookie players to going through the adversity they went through throughout the course of the season, and also looking and planning for this year. I knew probably pretty quickly that we needed to make changes to the squad, and we started looking at that quite early, as early as game 5 last year. But it is what it is. I can't change it now, and I feel we're in a good place coming into this season. I think we've made some good signings. I'm excited by the draft because some really good players coming through, through the draft system, and it will be my team and my environment next year.
So you talked about some of the changes that have already happened. There's been some big trades. Do you want to talk me through what's happened so far in the off-season, and if there's anything else planned?
Yeah, look, we had to break the squad up. We needed to completely freshen it up, and we've done that. Obviously, we released, I believe 6 players at the end of the season, and since then we've had 1 or 2 others go. So it was about really keeping the core that I wanted to keep, that I could build around, and to make sure that we have competition for places. That was just something that I didn't have last year. It was pretty predictable what the team was going to be, maybe give or take 1 or 2 players, and the key thing for me this year is to make sure that we have competition for places, but also we've got players that can create goal scoring opportunities and also score goals. And we've brought in Emily Harvey, the Norwegian international. We've got Amanda Da Costa, Rosie White, all players that can create and score goals. Obviously we signed Natasha Dowey towards the back end of last season, who was a great success for us towards the back end, and she's doing really well out in Australia now. So from that side of things, I'm really pleased. Defensively, Chapman's a great signing. Naturally left-footed left back, experienced, great person, great attitude. So I'm excited by that as well. We've also brought in Megan Oyster, very, very technically gifted player, can play, good defender. So I'm really pleased with what we've done. We've got more players that we're going to be bringing into the club, and obviously we've got some really good picks in the draft, which will give me the strength and depth that I need. And also we can pick some really exciting young talent here that we could mould, and potentially, the ones that we're looking at, I believe, will go on and play for the national team.
We've gone through a lot of details and looking at statistics for every single player in the league, current contracted player, statistics of college players. We've really gone in depth, and we have a good software program called Instat that really provides us with a ton of information, a lot of video clips, individual video clips, games, highlight reels, all their different kinds of statistics. So we've really gone in depth for a long period of time, and we're comfortable with the players that we've brought in. We think they're upgrades and being able to strengthen the team. There's still some more things that are ongoing right now, bringing more players in, whether that's experience or some exciting youth players. But there's a lot more still going on, and hopefully we'll all gel together pretty quickly with the pre-season as a new group together, and have a successful year on the field. Working with Matt's been great. Again, he's putting a tremendous amount of time, effort, hours in regards to preparing for this draft. I think last year, he came in a couple of weeks before, he only saw little bits and pieces of players. But this year, he didn't really have an understanding too much of the college games. But this year, he's been out watching college games. He sat and watched a ton of video every time he's in, or is at the home, or he's calling me at 10, 11 o'clock at night about videos or players that he's watching. So he's putting a tremendous amount of time to catch up to speed with the college game, understanding of the college game, understanding of the college players. So he has a real better grasp on it now, and he can understand the players that he's identified are players that are going to fit into the system that he wants. So, I mean, I've got to give him a lot of credit. He's put a lot of time getting up to speed with the college game, preparing for the draft.